Right, well, I'm late, so it's great. We're all late. We're fine. Everything's fine. Oh, that's a bit of a change in feeling. So I will warn folks, I had to shut down Tuesday's stream early because my brain just couldn't handle it. I have gotten more sleep and tried to rest more, so hopefully my brain will be able to handle things in this game. But if I have to shut down early due to not being able to focus or make sense of the battles, I've warned you. But it may not be an issue here. Oh, but Clover has a cowboy hat and a bandana. And blue jeans. And a vest. I don't know what's more cowboy than that. Like, this to me is a super cowboy outfit. I think it's really effective. Like, all of these are cowboy things, and we can just assume they're wearing boots. And they got this little, like, duck butt ponytail going on. Alright. Buttons. No more waiting around. Go get him, Clover! How do I have so many minutes? That can't be right. Okay. Okay. What is this? A minecart sits lodged into the ground. You have no idea how this came to be. Oh man. Well, minecarts are always going random places they're not supposed to be. What's this? Some hefty boxes lie in the dirt. They seem to have been here for a long time. Okay. There's stuff. I do appreciate the light changing my sprite. Oh, I can't comment on the stalagmites. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, there's gonna be a sign and a package by somebody's door. What does this mean? Northern caverns up ahead. Okay. Did somebody get mail? That looks like a box. Like, it looks like that box. You see that little box on top of that big box? This looks like where I'm supposed to go. Oh, well, I can't go through this. It's not a door. So I guess we're gonna have to go to the northern caverns. I'm gonna not go in the light. Because I'm stubborn. That way. Harmony! Yes! You know what we need? That is what we needed. Hear the guitar. I'm sorry. They're inspired by the same or similar things. Gerudo Valley is also going for a similar vibe, but they didn't lean 100% in to the spaghetti western sound. love. Okay, so a billion years ago, Napster came into existence. And I was like, what is the name of the music that you hear in the paste picante sauce commercial? And someone said, Lauren, the thing you're looking for is the name Ennio Morricone. Here's how you spell it. And my life changed forever. You don't understand how much I love this genre of music. I got to do the like ridiculous operatic vocals in this kind of genre a couple of times for VGM covers. There's I think it was a Skies of Arcadia cover, or maybe it's Terranigma that Jorito did, and it was really great. I had a lot of fun. Not like it was VGM. It was VGM arranged in the style of it. I was very happy. And the Earthbound documentary that just came out, the Fangamer Earthbound documentary, which I haven't watched yet, but I have it. I just have to watch it. I got to sing on the soundtrack of that. And Robbie Benson was like, so I hear you're the person in VGM to talk to about spaghetti western style vocals. And I was like, anyway, it was fun. I'm not sure that that's actually how I would have described what we wound up doing musically with that track, but I have no complaints. I really love this music. So much. So much. Do you understand? Do you understand? You've seen me with electric guitars in general, but this is specifically one of my favorite genres of music. And they nailed it! They nailed it! The West Mines. Property of Mining Co. I'm sorry, I have to turn this down a little bit so you can hear me talk. Ah, there's nothing in the barrel! I want the barrel. It's the trumpets. You gotta have the like mariachi style trumpets. Oh, it's so good. I don't really like trumpet that much, but I do. I don't like muted trumpet, but I like mariachi style muted trumpet. We got a nice skittle ocarina happening here. What is going on the ground? What is this pattern? I'm sorry. I'm just distracted by the music. They knew what they had to do and they did it. This is not how your rock formation should be. Like that sound right there, I only like in this context, but I do. Well, so they chose the soul that was a cowboy, gender neutral, and they were like, folks, we gotta have a Western level if we're gonna go with the cowboy character. So I'm just gonna be sorry. How can they think I'm gonna do literally anything else but just listen? Dunebud popped out of the sand. Oh, looks like somebody's having a bad day. Maybe they're having a good day. Their eyes are just a little lopsided, but maybe it's supposed to be that way. Well, you have cowboys and cowgirls and cowpokes. I just like cowboy gender neutral. I don't know. That's just what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that the term that I'm using is gender neutral. I'm gender neutraling it. I'm neutralizing it. I'm neutering. Hey, look, okay? I'm sorry. I just really like music. So much. Alright, Dunebud. Are you my Dune buddy? Dunebud. Looking for some fun. Swip swap. Oh! That's really clever. Oh, awesome! Yeah, South by has possessed Austin recently. My bandmates played in their other band and had a gig. There was a nerdcore and VGM performance. I don't miss South by traffic. That is for sure. I lived like a mile south of downtown and within walking distance of one of the big parks and stuff. It's just this big old, yeah. It was a whole like, the city gets overrun. Diva, I don't think so. Wait. Did that person perform at the Nerdcore events? Because that name does sound vaguely familiar. Sorry, we're having a moment. Because if so, then yes. But it was so it's an off South by. It wasn't like an official South by thing. It was Well, what kind of music does she do? Oh, sorry. I had to approve that term in chat. Alright. Smells like sandpaper because you made of sand. Alright, I'm gonna try patting you. That's probably a bad idea. You cautiously pat the top of Dunebud. They seem confused. To be fair, I would also be confused. Ooh. Are you making a You're making a sandcastle! Oh no, the sandcastle is shooting at me! Oh no! And then I ran into the arrows. Dunebud is getting antsy. Are there gonna be ants coming out? I don't know. Jiggle. You shake Dunebud back and forth. They giggle at you. Can you hear me, by the way? I know the music's really loud, but like, it's really good too. I don't know. Oh, wah wah. Okay, so they're gonna do this. I turned it down just a little tiny bit because it felt loud. Dunebud shifts this way and that. Shoo? Do I shoo you? You wave your hand dismissively at Dunebud. They don't understand. Ooh. Oops. Ah! I don't remember when I learned that tumbleweeds are not local to the US. They're invasive, but I'm going to mention that multiple times over the course of this playthrough. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Dunebud begins to gargle a song. Pat. You cautiously pat the top of Dunebud. They seem confused. Man. I'm gonna jiggle them some more. You see. They got the trumpets. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. some fun. You make an angry face at Dunebud. They get scared. You won. You earned gold. Oh. God, this is such good music. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna get that treasure chest though. Oh, it's not a treasure chest. It's a chest. What do I want to stick over in the box? What do I want to put in the box? Hi, Dunebud. I'm gonna shoo you. Oops, that was my fault. I guess I just scare them away. Oh my god. Are those potatoes in a thing of packing peanuts? There are some packing peanuts in the box. Oh, those are peanuts! Will you take them? Yes! Wait. There is nothing here of conceivable use to you. They are peanuts, though. I took the packing peanuts, and I left the peanut peanuts. Info. Packing peanuts. Heals 10 health. Ideal for preventing damage or destruction of fragile stomach contents. I wonder if you combine them with something else. Oh man, let's see if we got any mail. That's true, there are biodegradable packing peanuts. Wait. It's the mail whale. You have a watch? If you don't, that's fine. Because you know what time it is? Mail time! Mail time! You received mail. I truly hope you like your mail. As for me, I must set sail. That was fast. Oh, there's multiple letters. Mo letter. Read. If you're reading this, it means you've had the pleasure of meeting me. I'll make this snappy. You're not gonna believe it. I'm selling a new premium product for half off. I know what you're saying. I would gladly pay full price for your products. I appreciate that, I really do, but this ain't the time for high prices. They put the quote on the other side of the spacebar. Just find my stand and I'll give you the juicy details. Huh? Where is my stand? I don't even know myself. Should probably go find that. Good luck, Mo. Juicy details, I assume he's gonna be selling juice. Would be my guess. This little raccoon tail. Alright, we're gonna read, no. Slurpee letter. Greetings, my savior and fond acquaintance. I would like to extend further gratitude for your assistance. If it weren't for you, my papalay, I don't know how to pronounce that word, would surely be permanently attached to that pole. Thanks to you, I made it home in time for supper. I must say, Mother really outdid herself this time. The food was exquisite. Many thanks. Sincerely yours, Slurpee. That's the tongue that was stuck. Amazing. Okay. I'm Lauren, so I'm gonna summon the mail whale. Hello again, friends. Did you have mail to claim? Let's take a look. You don't? What a shame. If you want to check again, just ring the bell. Until we meet again, I bid you farewell. Oh, was it a fancy way of saying tongue? Exclamation point! Hi, Dunebud. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shoo you away. Because nothing else seemed to work. You just want to have some fun. Okay, so we got exclamation point. And then a no. Alert! Warning sign ahead. Warning! Danger sign ahead. Danger! Sandstorm ahead. Take cover, Clover. See, because Clover and cover are almost written the same. This house has seen better days. Hold on. Oh, there's an X there. And there's a person down there. I want to go visit them. Shoot. I want to go look at this thing right up here. Is that a thing I can look at? No, 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 no. It's going to put me back at the beginning, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, hold on. I wanted to look and see what was inside that building, but I'm not sure there was anything in that building. No! Hold on. Sorry, folks. Doesn't it look like there's somebody there, though? No! I want to look at that. I want to look at that. Did you see there was a talk bubble thingy and I didn't get to look at it. So sad. Gonna work on that. Cause it's somebody. It looks like somebody's face. Doggy! It said doggy! Worth it! Worth it! Shoot, I missed it. Shoot, I missed it! Okay, well, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. I'm so fast at this. I'm the fastest. Okay. Hold on, we're gonna... Doggy! It looks like all it says is doggy. No, wait, no, there was more! There was more! But there was a delay. Oh! So mean. Can you believe how mean that is? So mean. I just want to read about the doggy. I'm sorry, folks. So you can actually set out a couple of, like, a second early. It's not gonna happen, is it? It's not gonna happen. I won't get to know what the doggy says. Can you imagine? Never gonna know. I'm never gonna know what the doggy says besides doggy. Yes. They know what they're doing. That's the thing. They know what they're doing and it's working on me. Hello, what are you doing? That looks like you're gonna use dynamite to blow something up. The paint is still wet. Hello. I'm not up to anything suspicious, okay? There is no treasure behind this wall, okay? Don't rat me out, okay? This is my TNT, okay? I didn't steal it from my brother at the mines, okay? This X was here before I arrived, okay? I'm just waiting out the storm, okay? Get off my case. Please. The delayed please is pretty funny. Shoot. Alas. Well, that's fine. I'm really good at this now. Doggy. I want to know what the deal is with the doggy. And I don't get to know what their deal is with the doggy. It's very sad for Lawrence. Alright, do we want to go across the bridge? Here too, huh? Okay, well we're gonna try it down here. Okay, so that's gonna take me across there. It looks like I'm probably gonna get blown off of those bridges if I'm not careful and fall down here. That's what appears to be the case. So hot. Oh man. No, this is great. This is great. We're doing great. I can't stand storm the sandstorm. That's a great line. That's a great line. Can you sandstorm the sandstorm? Oops, I did that wrong. Dang it. Ah, these merge, these pathways. Yes. Ah, so you pick your path. Why are you doing that, buddy? Hold on. Turn it off? Yes. Bro, what's your damage? Kinda wants to cool off every now and then? You're such a killjoy, bro. Sorry, I guess. I get cranky when I don't get my fan time. I found it here, so I decided to put it to use. I should move to waterfall, bro. Much cooler. Yeah. Amazing. I'm glad it was just somebody cooling down with a big old fan. I feel like I should have figured that, you know? You know? Oh my god, the NPC's code name is Fan Fan. He is a fan of the fan. No, that's fair. Hey, buddy. Couldn't stand the sandstorm. Oh, now there's fights! Dunebud, I'm gonna scare you, Dunebuddy. Sorry, Dunebuddy, buddy. I don't know. Hey, fun cultural thing that I like to point out to folks is apparently in other parts of the world, a frown is the thing that you do with your forehead instead of the thing that you do with your mouth, which is very confusing for me. When I first encountered it, I was like, what? Are you ready? Are you ready? Brace yourselves, folks. It's doggy time. Doggy. I got all of it, but the last parentheses. Alright. That's satisfying. Double trouble! Wonder if you could do something different with them. Cautiously pat the top. Oh no, this is bad news for Lauren. I'm gonna shoot you. Oh, you butts! I'm gonna die. I've got 2 pancakes. You eat the pancake. The syrup is very sweet. Your health is maxed out. Grub, grub. Smells like sandpaper. Okay, so they went away. Waiting out the storm, okay? Get off my case, please. Is there anything else I couldn't do? I think doggy is the one thing. Dunebud. You're tricky, my friend. Oh! I used to not like maple syrup when I was a kid, much to my mother's dismay. But it turns out that I do actually like it now. So Canada doesn't have to kick me out. Oh, these guys are really hard. I do think I'm getting a little better. Don't you think I'm getting a little bit better? I think that indicates that my brain is probably working a bit better than it was on Tuesday, which is good, because that was really not my finest moment. Hi, Bert. Thank you. I am definitely enjoying it. It is... Oh! Alright. I'm doing so much better against this guy. I was definitely... Oh, this was really hard for me. Did you hear the bump da? That's really nice. Okay, I only got hit by one of these. Oh man. Okay. No, I am absolutely losing my mind over the music here. This is a spaghetti western homage to make obsessive fans of spaghetti western soundtracks like me happy. It's so good. It's so good. Like, it's so good. You will all appreciate how good this is. Or I'm gonna make you listen to it more. That's your punishment. Oh, this looks like something's gonna happen here. Oh, that is a save point. Oh, an oasis! Flowey, what are you up to, buddy? Howdy! Strange sight, huh? Who knew something could actually grow here? Anyway, great job so far! I don't know that Hades had anything with the galloping. Which is, see, spaghetti western. You're riding horses. It's a galloping horse. I'm sorry. You're just gonna deal with me. I'm in my element of happiness here. I love it so much. It's so good. Alright. You could ride spaghetti horses. I don't think they'd be very effective. But they do. Horse legs are like noodles. They're little noodles. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, you can ride your noodly horse. That's fine. I won't stop you. Flowey's trying so hard to be like supportive. Because he's trying to manipulate you, I guess, into doing what he wants you to do. This place is much more treacherous than Snowden. Keep it up, Clover. Tree. Let's get moving. I'm gonna catch fire if I stay out too long. Okay. I guess that's how I have so many minutes right there. Hello, tree. Can I talk to the tree? I'm gonna try to talk to the tree. Can I? No! I can't walk around the ropes. Well, I'm gonna try. So help me. Do you hear the harmony? It's so great. Sir Slither has a proposition. Real. Alright, what is your proposition? Sir Slither. Let's check. Believe, challenge, or doubt. Amazing. Slither. Trying to get a leg up in the world. Why are you avoiding my greetings? Come on. What are you, those are friendship pellets. I don't think I want to get hit by that. Oh! Oh, you're making pottery! Sir Slither looks you up and down. Sir Slither. What if I challenge you? You ask Sir Slither just what he can help you with. I'm an excellent travel companion, I am. Oh my god, snakies. Snakies. Oh my god. Sir Slither lost access to his bank account. He wonders if he could borrow yours. I feel like I ought to read this like he lost access to his bank account. But I think I will drive myself insane if I do that. so I won't. What if I doubt you, buddy? You step away from Sir Slither. His pursuit falters. Come on, mate, don't leave me out to dry. Sir Slither does his iconic side-eyed smirk. Don't. You refuse to let Sir Slither become a main character? Fine, but you're missing out big. Enjoy the snake-sized hole in your heart. What? Seriously? He could join my party? I don't think he can join my party. Maybe he could join my party. Sir Slither can't convince you. What if I believe? You buy into Sir Slither's fancy words. Something feels off. Yes, we're gonna go far, you and me. Oh. Okay. No, I'll spare him. Something feels off. I will trust Clover's instinct. Oh. Oh. I like how everything had to come to like just come to a total halt. Right there. What's up this way? Oh. Hi, Mo. Did he tear his sleeves off? And make his hat taller? Because I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Bam! Guess who it is? That's right, it's Mo. Long time no see. How have you been? Don't answer that, we don't have the time. I'm here to make you a brand new offer. A hot climate calls for a hot item. Check it. That's right. I went all out this time. This is a real delicacy around here. It's called water. Catchy name, I know. Lucky for you, I'm giving out free samples. Want a glass? Yes. Coming right up. Something's gonna go wrong. One moment. If you know your boy Mo, you know I planned all that. Here's my real product, iced tea. Well, you're in Texas now, Mo. So you gotta offer me sweet tea or iced tea. It's like the sequel to water. Way better. No. No. Do you know how I know? Because when I was in marching band in high school one year, I thought it would be a good idea to fill my water bottle thing up with iced tea because I really like iced tea. You should probably stick to water when you're really dehydrated. Does your wife like sweet tea, Chrono? I don't like sweet tea, but I want to have the option to say no to sweet tea. Oh, man. Anyway, yeah. Iced tea is not a substitute for water, I don't think. At least not if you put sugar in it, which I do. But not sweet tea. I'm sure by now, those of you who are not from the southern US have heard people talk about this, but just in case, may I caution you that if you're in the South and someone offers you sweet tea, that does not mean sweetened iced tea. That does not mean that they put sugar in their iced tea. It is a cloying, syrupy substance from hell. Like, you think you know sweet, but you don't know sweet tea, man. And if it catches you off guard, if you're like, I like my iced tea sweetened, I'll have some sweet tea. That's good. I like it with some sugar. No. It's a fun little rite of passage for folks who are caught unawares. Not my favorite. And I like sweet. Don't get me wrong. I like sweet. I do not like sweet tea. It's so sweet. Ugh. You can like feel the syrup on your tongue. Yes, if your sweet tea can't knock out a hummingbird, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, no, right? I'm in the same way. I have a sweet tooth, but sweet tea, like, no. But if you've never had it, you should totally try it. Try it once, just to see what all this ruckus is about. Maybe you will like it. Just because I don't doesn't mean that nobody does. Plenty of folks do. Anyway, Mo. Sorry, Mo. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. The tea doesn't have ice in it particularly. It started as a glass of ice, but that melted. All I had to do was throw a tea bag in there and wham! Don't worry, it tastes better this way. Here's what I got. Oh man, so did he make sun tea? Is that what this is? Which is when it's not hot water and you put the tea bags in water and leave it in the sun for a while. That's not the same thing, Mr. Mo. There's a name for that, Mr. Mo. I'm gonna get them all. Because that's what I do. What did I get? I got iced tea. Info. Iced tea heals 20 HP. A glass of warm sweet tea, okay? They're calling this sweet tea. A label with a sketch of Mo grinning is glued to the side. Bam! Welcome back. Here's what I got. Green tea. Great choice. Drink up. Heals 21 HP. Iced tea, but dyed green for style. Oh, regular iced tea, but dyed green for +1 HP for style. Got it. Okay, so it's iced tea that got greened. St. Patrick's Day green tea. Alright, Mo. Bam! What a popular item. I wish I could sell you more, but I'm fresh out. Bam! Welcome back. Sea tea. Is it salty? Drink up. The alphabet must have 25 letters now because I'm fresh out of tea. I'm sure we'll meet again. Thanks for believing in me. Mo out. Items. CT. No, get all the way down there. Info. Heals 10 HP. Glowing teeth that'll jolt your system. The label reading "the real deal" is stuck on the glass. I want to get back to my box. I almost called it my bucket, but that's not right. Because I gotta put some stuff away, you know? There might be a different way to deal with these folks, but I... So you have to deal with me. Just singing along with everything constantly. Yes, the bucket does in fact make me think of the walrus. I love the walrus. Especially because it's not even a walrus. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Something made me think of the walrus recently. I was really excited about it. Oh, right. Yes, the stealing my bucket walrus is the walrus, but I think it's a... Isn't it like a... I don't remember what it is. Six, 7, 8, 9. I remember the first time that I saw that. I laughed so hard. I like fell over. It was great. Alright, I think I'm getting better at dealing with this enemy. Instead of being like, I can't handle this, I'm actually trying to learn and do better and be better at the thing. Know your meme? Well, Know Your Meme would know. They do in fact know the memes. Is anyone here not familiar with the walrus? Like, are there any youths or folks who were not yet on the internet back in, God, what was that, like 2005? Oh man, it is, there's the bucket. All right, I found my bucket. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's, I don't know why it's my bucket, but it's my bucket. Oh, Sir Slither, I'm sorry, but I'm going to challenge you. And then I'm gonna, oh, doubt you. I didn't think that the walrus came from 4chan, but I didn't really follow anything related to 4chan, so if there was a thing that was like, ah! Oh no! Something awful? Yeah, that, it does, it kind of has more Something Awful vibes. Which, don't get me wrong, there are some issues. Like that community and that site had some flaws, but I do kind of wonder what happens if you go along with his shenanigans, because you saw there was the haze on the screen. Yeah, we got the safety corner, the no snakes allowed corner. Such good music. All right, Lauren, stay in control of the situation. There's just some really nice little, like, subtle things. All right. God, it's such good music. I'm sorry. It's so good. I can't handle it. Can you handle how good it is? So it's funny, like, the original was a labor of love where Toby Fox put like 11 billion hours of time into like writing custom dialogue for everything. But this game, because it's made by fans with love for 7 years, like, they are like, let's have 11 billion songs. We'll just make a custom version of the battle theme for literally every area. That's reasonable. We can do that. Just like, man, you folks are intense. Yes. Go. I have a hard time with bridges and things. Man, I want to play the new Final Fantasy VII, but I can't because I don't have a PS5. So I'm gonna have to wait a year or two until they put it on the PC. You know what they could do? They could put snakes and badgers and mushrooms. Speaking of the old ways of the internet. Alright. I did it. Was there anything else in Mo's area? Let's go double check. Oh man, that should totally have been merged with Metal Gear Solid if it's got snakes in it. See, it's a funny thing. Ah, I see. They were warning me. They're like, by the way, just so you know, this is going to be happening. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This appears to be a machine that is harvesting gold. Cactony comes to share his pain. All right, Cactony. Cactony? Maybe it's Tony. Cactony. Cactony. Lacks physical affection. I'm burning up. Oh, hello. 10,000 needles. Cactony would like to cry, but it's too hot. Avoid. You keep a safe distance between you, Cactony. What else is new? Cactony stares into your soul. Touch? You give Cactony a careful pat in between two spines. It's so warm. Is this what love feels like? Cactony feels love for the first time. Oh, look at the smiley! She's a smiley. He's got a smiley face. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love Cactony. Oh, hello! Watch it. I have places to be. Got a call about a job in Snowdon. I was supposed to be there yesterday, but the walk is really far. Wasn't feeling up to it. Oh well, on I go. Can't talk right now. Okay. Oh, I wonder if that means that you know where the newlyweds were stuck? And there was like a big thing in front of a cave. I wonder if it's that. Good night, Drew. You spot a dark, dislodged stone among this pile of rocks. Take it? Yes. We got some flint. Hey! 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 You know what I'm obligated to reference here. Flint ammo. A dusty black rock. Might be useful for combat. Or it could be your sad and traumatized father. Oh. Alright, look. Some of us apparently have played Minecraft, and some of us have played Mother 3. East Mines. East Mines. East Mines? East Mines. East Mines. A heap of fallen rocks block your path. What an inconvenience. Amazing. Okay, yes. Yeah, no, I feel like Flint and Clover would be like, ah, yes, you have good fashion sense. All right, my bucket's here. I get the feeling I'm supposed to use these healing items or something like that. But they gave me a regen item. What do they think I'm gonna do? A set of cubbies dividing the miner's personal belongings. You notice a discarded belt buckle lying in one of the compartments. Take it? Sure. You borrowed a steel belt buckle. A set of cubbies dividing the miner's personal belongings. A bow tie, a snow globe, trivia books, cobwebs, all very useful. Shiny belt buckle made of fine materials. But does it give me regen? No. So into the bucket it goes. Several racks line the wall, ready to bear various pickaxes and hard hats. Oh! Oh man, I guess I'm in a cave. We're gonna have to keep an eye out when we reach the miners to see who gets the bow tie, who gets the snow globe, who's trivia books, and who is the cobwebs. A conveyor belt sending several rocks and gems to a sorting machine. A large, dirty sticker can be seen on the side. Assembled by Steamworks engineers 20XX. When you drop a piano down a mine shaft. A flat miner. A flat miner. I see the layers you've got there, Chrono. Dreadful. In case the conveyor belt ceases to work, fix it. That's helpful. Oh, hello, cutie. Look at what a cutie. Oh, you're really big. You're very tall. Haven't seen you around the mines, friend. Welcome to the greatest place in the underground. I love it here. Everyone is so nice and works hard. We're a real family. I like these mines so much that I never leave. Everyone tells me to go home, but I find the cold, rocky floor very comfortable. And no, they do not pay me for overtime. Honey, honey. I don't care how much you love your job. You should not be doing work that you're not being compensated for. Whistling. You a new hire? If I were you, I'd turn back now. I've been working this job for 12 years and I've about had enough. I'm probably the only monster that does their job around here. If you need work, go talk to the foreman on the 3rd level. Not sure you'll get far with him, though. This is nice because it's repurposing one of the melodies from outside, but in a minor key, because it's in a mine. Oh, is he? This is mine. No, it sounds like it might be randomized. I thought maybe it would be like a hint, but it doesn't seem to be a repeating pattern. Oh my goodness, you have one eyeball and are adorable? As a slime, I'm outraged. What are you outraged by, slime? In case of fire, use stairs. Do slimes not use stairs? That could make sense. You are posing like a cool guy. What's your deal? How am I gonna get to my station now? The elevator door is jammed, man. Jammed. I'm calm, okay? ... That was a lie. I am freaking out. You gotta help me. A piece of wood is lodged in between the elevator doors. What could fix this poor elevator? Usually it's a thing that you get in that location. Can I have your pickaxe? What can I do you for, friend? Either elevator or nothing. I'm gonna say elevator. Oh, fiddlesticks! I've seen a few pickles in my day, and this is certainly one of them. I've seen a few pickles in my day. That's such a good line. I like it. I want to steal it. Tell you what, I'll give you my trusty pickaxe here if you win a monster trivia game. Folks, we figured out which monster has the trivia books. Oh boy, this will be fun. All you have to do is answer these 3 questions correctly. You only get 1 try, so do your best. Question 1. Who is the current royal scientist? Choose the correct name. Asgore, Alphys, or Dr. Science? I think it's Alphys. Correct! But I'm glad to know that Dr. Science is on the case. Well, and it's got like the stuff that's like regular staccato, but there's still stuff happening with the drums. I am wearing my Sans hoodie. I'm cold. It's so cold today. I haven't done the conversion, but it feels like -11 Celsius. I went out on a walk today. It was really cold. But like these have a different feeling than the staccatos earlier in the song because there's like the drum's not playing through it. So it's like an absolute break. See here? It doesn't feel as dramatic. It's a nice touch. Anyway, I got distracted. It is a cozy hoodie. It's big and warm and cozy. And it has inside the pocket an annoying dog. Do you see? You can see that, can't you? And these are bones. And this is Sans. Yeah, no, Fangamer makes literally the best merch. I love them very much. And they're super nice people, so yeah. Alright, question 2. I'm sorry, I got distracted. This music is really good. What is most monster food made out of? Only one answer is correct. Magic, ingredients, or snails? Ingredients. I'm sorry, did you actually expect me to do anything? This music is so good. I think it's magic. I think that they eat magic, not ingredients. Magic. Magic is correct. Amazing. All right, this next one is probably going to be a doozy. Final question. How many more souls does Asgore need to shatter the barrier? Pick the number of souls. So I'm like, this is such a fun, lighthearted, silly game. I'm sure it's gonna actually have to do something emotional because it's related to Undertale, which pulls something emotional out. You're laughing and you're laughing and you're laughing and then you're crying, you know? Well, Clover's gonna die at the end of this game. And I've just been thinking about that and I'm like, well, that's gonna happen. That sure is a thing that's gonna happen. I don't know how they're gonna pull that off. Totally. What they're gonna do. If they're gonna have like Clover in some way help Frisk and that's going to like provide some hope or what? I don't know. But if I remember correctly, Asgore has 6, if I remember correctly, and the 7th is empty. which means he's got 5. Because he needs yours. And so in this case, it would be Frisk and Clover. If Clover is the one that's immediately before Frisk, which I think somebody mentioned at some point, I don't know. So I'm gonna go with 2. We'll see if I'm right or not. Congratulations! You really know your stuff. Here's my pick as promised. Obtain pickaxe. They're like, hey, by the way, Undertale fans, we want to remind you that this is still that world in which we need to collect souls from humans to open the gate. Don't worry about returning my pickaxe. I'll just mine with my hands. Alright, honey? He's too wrapped up in his work to speak with you. I did pick the right answers. Oh, that's right. Well, you can punch trees, right? But you probably can't punch rocks until they break. It's a slime. I'm outraged. You gotta help me. Yes. That's the theme. That's the Your Best Friend theme. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted by this music. Alright, let's pickaxe. You use the pickaxe to hack away at the wood. Oh my god, did you see the level of animation that they just did? The pickaxe broke. I hope I didn't need that pickaxe for something outside. I probably needed that pickaxe for something outside. And I probably missed my chance to use it. Just calling it now. Oh my god, this is the elevator theme. The elevator music version of that song. Amazing. This guy freaks out. He looks at me and then he runs away. In case of water, swim. Oh, good. Hi, Flowey. Golly, the emblems on these miner uniforms are very interesting. Guess I'm the boss around here. Jokes aside, you got some smarts. Fix that elevator with ease. Proud of ya. I wonder what the goal of this mine is. Whatever it is, no one seems to know what they're doing. Haha. Keep on, buddy. So patronizing. Case of water, swim. There's some water here. Bowl charges near you. It's a bull who's also a bowl of soup. I love it. I love it. Bowl check. Oh, attack is high. Defense is low. A fragile facade. Doggy. Doggy. You better watch out. Oops. What are you throwing at me? I see the doggy is there. Sounds like 100 toasts. What? Bowl. Like clean the bowl? You step towards bowl, but he backs up and huffs at you. You're not tough enough to lay a hand on me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh jeez, I'm gonna need to heal. Down the bag of trail mix. All you taste are dried grapes, raisins. These cracks are my battle scars. Beware. huffs and puffs and other stuff. Oh my god, I tell you. What if I can console him? You ask Bull to open up and be genuine with you. But I'm tough. It does look like a mug. Bull is beginning to put the pieces together. Console. You tell Bull he's cool the way he is. Heartfelt. Really? You mean it? Bull is beginning to put the pieces together. Console. You tell Bull he's cool the way he is. Okay. Shoot. I'm having a hard time with this. I think I can. Can I clean him? You use your bandana to wipe away some mud on Bull. He sparkles. I didn't know I could reflect so much. Thank you. Bull is ready to discover his true self. Oh my god, I love him. I love him very much, but I also need to go save again. Console instead of console. This person, what are you up to? Hey, just in time. I'm sure you noticed all this mining mumbo jumbo lying around, yeah? Well, corporates said we have to solve puzzles as we work to exercise the old noggin. They even made the foreman lock the door until work's done. Pretty unnecessary if you ask me. Seeing as I'm on my permanent smoke break, could you solve it for me? You look like a smart kid. Give it a shot. Okay, I was wondering if that was a cigarette in this here kid's game. No, I don't want you. I said, can you help me? No. Blue, no. That's okay, that's great. They wanted to force you to see their cool animation. There we go. Okay, so that's gonna go where it needs to go. Wham! Blam! Oh, look at this! Enrichment! Do you feel enriched? Wait, what? Okay, so it like empties through the bottom of it. Okay, got it. The path has been opened. Great job! I knew you could do it, kid. Won't be another job till tomorrow. I can spend the rest of my workday doing absolutely nothing. Oh wait, I already was. You gotta wonder when old Asgore is gonna call off this excavation. Mining company has been in business for decades. What's he mining for? I guess he's maybe trying to find an alternate way out. Oh, somebody looks sad. A set of mostly empty cubbies. Nothing too interesting. There's a mug and a hat. Are you a seal? Or a ghost? Or a ghost seal? I lost all of my TNT. I have to tell the foreman. He'll fire me, I'm sure, but it's my fault. I would go tell him right now, but I lost my hard hat as well. I can't protect my dome from the hazardous rocks outside. Today isn't my day. I met your brother outside. I have a brother, you see. I work at the mines to provide for us. He doesn't have a job, mostly just gets into mischief. But he's happy, so I'm happy. How will I be able to look him in the face after I get fired? Today isn't my day. A lonesome safety jacket hangs on the wall. Take it? Sure. Can we do safety dance? Info. Safety jacket. A small jacket that protects its wearer from the world's dangers. I'm gonna go talk to your brother now. Sorry, folks. You have to know that I'm gonna try to backtrack my way to the burrow. Is the safety dance the opposite of the panic dance? Maybe. Well, the safety dance... I don't know how the safety dance and the panic dance are related. They're both pretty silly. Shoot! Yeah, no, the music in this game is really good, and I just am really, really excited about this song in particular, because it's my favorite, one of my favorite genres of music of all time. Hi, Sir Slither. No, Mr. Slither. I'm not gonna allow your sir. I'm not even... I don't think you've been knighted, sir. I think... Oop! I think that you're... Slithering or slithering, yeah. I'm just gonna hang out in the no snakes allowed corner. This is a snake-proof corner. Bye, Mr. Slither. I de-knighted you. Oh, no, you're over there. Hang on, I gotta go back. No, Sir Slither, no. Don't. So we have here two brothers, one of whom seems to find all of his happiness in letting his brother be happy. But like one of the problems Oh wait, do people have a hard time with him? Buddy. No, no, no! So the thing is, not everybody in a household has to contribute financially to that household, and not everybody has to do a job or a thing that they hate. But I think it is really important. You have to do the same action twice on these guys. I can't backtrack to the ruins. I already tried that. They won't let me. I can't go talk to Delve. I wanted to. No, I was saying something. I don't think it was important, but I was saying it. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, just like... I think it's okay to decide that you want to support your sibling or your partner or whomever. But I do think that it is essential that everybody in the household be contributing in some meaningful and significant way. No, Cactony and Slither, that's a bad idea. Cactony wandered in, Sir Slither closely following. Let's get rid of Sir Slither. This is gonna be a hard time. Sir Slither compliments Cactony's bullet patterns. Sir Slither can't convince you. Good. Sigh. Cactony stares into your soul. I'm gonna touch him carefully. Does this mean you care about me? Oops. Cactony feels love for the first time. Gosh, she's so cute and happy. What are you doing back here? The exit's the other way, silly. Let's get going. Yeah, I think Cactony is a he. And very adorable. Okay, I gotta try to not get hit by these. Alright, East Mines. Well, I tried to go yell at this brother. I think that it is important to recognize that we have obligations to the people we care about, and that there are consequences for our actions. And part of the process of growing up is supposed to include coming to understand those things. And I feel like this guy who's like, as long as my brother's happy, that's all I care about, is in a way actually doing the brother a disservice. Because, like, the brother is doing, well, at least what seems at this point to be pretty selfish actions without consequence, or without consideration for the consequences that it might have for other people. Whereas perhaps if he had been expected to do something that taught him kind of to be more responsible, that wouldn't happen. Now, it is possible he's trying to blow that up so he can get treasure so that his brother doesn't have to work this job that he hates. Which would be a nice bit, and I think would do a... That would feel like that was in keeping with the spirit of these games. So I'm gonna choose to believe that it's most likely something like that, and not wholly just, oh, I just didn't think about any of the consequences and how this would bother my brother. We'll see. Oh, here's your hat, buddy. Okay. A well-crafted steel minecart. Oh, excuse me! Hat. Hat! Hat! Why can't I pick up the hat? Oh, I think I have to move that, bring the, like, chase the hats to this guy. Hold on. I can do that. Yeah. I don't know if I'm kicking it. I feel like it's running away from me. There we go. I figured that out. Put his hat on. You found my hat. You are a kind soul. Well, I'm not the kindness soul. I'm the justice soul, but that's fine. I don't have anything to give you, but I am eternally grateful. You got eternal gratitude. I love that counts as an item. Sound-wise. Oh, I was kind of hoping. I know I said I would go tell the foreman, but I'm pretty scared. A few more minutes and my uniform won't hurt. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. I'll see what I can do to help, okay? Oh, it's a link to the past! I'm probably gonna die out here. I'm gonna die. Watch me die. Yeah. Here we go. Off to a good start. Dying sucks, right? Right. So try not to do it again. It's so pretty. I love it so much. And that little, like, change there. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Welcome back. Oh, I didn't save after I got that guy's hat back, did I? Yeah. Eternal gratitude. I think that's great. I would like for that to be like an item that doesn't do anything. Like once you've looked at it, it's like just wanted to make sure you knew you had it. Anyway, bye. I think so. I'm a big fan of the game over themes in the canon games. This might be my favorite. Shoot. That was much better. That was much better. I did better. You are smiling. That cannot be a real smile. Oh, but you're in the room with the foreman. Hello. I just adore mining. Mine, day and night. Gonna find a whole bunch of sparkly gems. Do not doubt my work ethic for 1 second. I work hard and I'm not on thin ice with the foreman. I am on the thickest ice of all time. Mining. Okay, I can't handle this. Look at that face. Look at those bloodshot eyes. Okay. I'm on my 14th warning. 14th! I've heard rumors that the foreman has a 16 strikes you're out policy. couldn't he lighten up a little? Haha, this is fun. Oh man. Hello there. My name is Angie. I'm the receptionist of Mining Co. How may I help you? Let's ask about the hazards and then we can ask about the foreman. Hazards. Yes, I'm aware of the dangers that lie outside the mines. I could investigate, but my husband Gilbert needs to take more initiative. I asked him to do it, let's see, 6 hours ago. Baby steps. Anyways, I've heard that several hazards have been seen around the dunes. I hope it isn't those wild east monsters pulling pranks. They tend to step out of line every now and then. I can't help but feel they're a bad influence on Moray. These matters don't pertain to you. I apologize. This business is more important than it may seem. It isn't easy for monsters to find a job these days. For that reason, we hire anyone who applies. All except for children. I think that's illegal. No child labor. Even in the underground. It has been 002 days without a workplace accident. Ooh. Oh dear. This cactus does not need love. Excuse me? Did you ask the cactus? Is that what the cactus said? Is this an aromantic cactus? Because I can respect that. Just as long as you not make generalizations and stereotypes. Just saying. The shelf is lined with several books. Some educational, some recreational. A book titled Gemstone Fever catches your eye. Read it? Yes. Whose channel do you think this is, my friends? The underground has been the home to thousands of gemstones. I love gemstones. I really do. I used to have a special interest in rocks and minerals, particularly gemstones. Yet only 4 types have been discovered. The swelter stone, hue yellow. This stone emits immense heat, some depending on its size. It is also the brightest stone, frequently used to illuminate various underground locations. The glacial stone, hue blue, opposite of the swelter stone, emits a frigid temperature. Oh, we have a typo here. This stone is abundant in cooler areas, such as Snowdon and Waterfall. The aromatic stone, hue green. This rare stone smells like apples, that is all. And they're like an apple shampoo in Deltarune. The aromatic stone, yes. The pink stone, hue in the name. No trait for this stone has been discovered as of publication. You sift through the book and catch a couple more facts. With the temperature stones having higher quantities in certain areas, they can be a large factor in determining their location's climate. Gemstones do not have much monetary worth within the underground economy. Instead, they are often utilized for their traits, jewelry, or other decoration. Don't wear the burning hot stone. I mean, I guess you can if you're like a hot monster, but just be careful not to go near a snow monster in that case. There could be problems. The largest gemstone to be discovered is located in the dunes. Hey! Is it approximated to be as big as 10,000 hard hats? Was this game made in the US? Because we are internationally notorious for using different ridiculous units of measurement. My favorite was something about talking about, I think it was the weight of ice in trees, and it was the number of corgis. It's amazing. It's my favorite measurement I've ever seen. Okay, Bernie Combustion Man makes me think of Sparky Sparky Boom Man. A large rock the size of a small world boulder. Yes. Yes. So 10,000 hard hats. He closed the book and put it back. You are now dizzy with gemstone fever. Oh, it doesn't actually appear to give me any sort of... I was really hoping it'd be like confusion or something. You have a good journey. Heard it could get rocky. Ah, good one, dear. Oh, look, he's got a mustache. Oh my god. Do you see his adorable mustache? I've been waiting to say that. That's my Angie. Oh, I don't get to ask her about the foreman? Oh. Alright, well, that's fine. I'm gonna leave and come back just in case. Nope. Oh. Welcome to the Mining Co. Mines. I wasn't expecting visitors. If you have an inquiry, please take it up with my assistant. Gilbert, please! We've been married 27 years. You can handle the questions yourself. Oh, so certainly, dear. If you're gonna ask about the hot conditions, I'm ordering more glacial stone cold packs later today. And if you're gonna ask about the falling rocks, I'm gonna investigate it soon. No need to worry, everything is fine. So, what is it? Firing or elevator? Let's start with the firing. Someone isn't doing their job correctly? Well, I never. They deserve a good slap on the wrist, that they do. One more mistake and I might put them in the timeout corner. I'll send Angie down to confront them. You won't fire them, will you? Of course not. The only monster I ever fired was the health inspector. Fired him before he arrived. Can you do that? I take great pride in these mines. Been supervising them for around 30 years. Oh, so she must have been his assistant and then they got married. Here every single day. I did take a week off when my kiddo was born, but was right back at it when the time came. Strangely, the progress report for that week was above average. Oh dear. Do I not get to ask about the elevator? Sad. If you ever see my kid out there, tell him that their old man misses him. Moray? Okay, I will. I want to have asked the other questions. But I guess I'm going to move on. I'm going to accept this playthrough for what it is. Howdy! This cave sure is ginormous. I hope this rail leads to an exit, because it's getting stuffy in here. Enjoy the ride, pal! Alright, are you ready for some Minecrafting? We're going to craft a mine. How do you craft a mine in Minecraft? Oh, you can just walk over that hole in the floor. That's... okay, that's safe. I like that Mom and Dad are running this place. It's funny. Okay. Alright, I have not played a lot of Minecraft myself. Like, I've played some, but not advanced stuff. An empty cart sits on the rails. Thanks for following, Zanky. Thanks for joining us. Hop in? Yes. Alright, are we gonna do Final Fantasy VI style mode 7 thing? Oh. New music. Just gonna bob along listening to this. It's pretty. I hope I didn't miss something because I should have gone back and talked to the walrus to let him know he wasn't gonna be fired. That music, some of the instrumentation of this makes me think of Terraria. Oh hey, buddy who's been in trouble or worried or stressed. Hey, thanks for saving me back there. Now I can stand in place at a higher elevation. You have such an interesting pose. I'm not sure what you're doing. Work is rad. Alright. Oh, we got another puzzle. We got somebody here who's gonna tell me to do the puzzle? No. I'm gonna have to do the puzzle all by myself. Alright. Let's pick one of these. Alright. There we go. I think that's right. Let's give it a try, shall we? Hold on, there's things to look at. The crate only contains a few peanuts. Nothing useful. Second ground encased minecart you've seen today. There was a third one. I thought I tried to look at it. What luck! But I guess I didn't look at it. Darn. Okay, let's see. They let you walk while it goes in case you need to change it partway through, in case you're like, shoot, I guessed wrong. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna send you over here. That should do it. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, so this is the smelly rock. That's the cold rock. This is the smelly rock. And then we got, I don't remember what the yellow rock is. That's not gonna work. Okay, what can I do here? So I have to do this. This one's gonna be really absurd somehow. No, that's gotta go there. It's the only way I could go. Oh, I wonder if you can send it to the other stop spots. See what happens if we do that. Yes. Okay. Perfect. This is gonna be a real pain, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna try it from here. Sorry, folks, you're gonna have to deal with me trying to figure this one out. They're like, you thought you're hot stuff, don't you? You think you got this, but you don't got this. Ah! Aha! I think I got it. 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 Let's find out. I got it. 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 Aren't you proud of me? I'm proud of me. I have gotten puzzles. I got puzzles. The path has been opened. Yes, I did puzzles. I did puzzles. You hear gooey noises coming from the crates. That's... something's not right there. I think I'm getting better at things, and my brain is working. Oh, is this basketball? This looks like a basketball court. Some stale fruitcake sits in the bucket left over from a mining co-holiday party. Take it, yes. You got fruitcake! Yay! Just a bucket of trash. Fascinating. Okay, let's take a look at this fruitcake. Heals 25 health. Somewhat dried fruitcake with a few gemstones. Don't eat that, Clover! Oh my god, it's a shrimp? Are you a shrimp? Hello, visitor! Did you venture through the whole mine? What a journey. For your troubles, I'll let you in on a little secret. You see, we aren't mining for gemstones at all. Those things are everywhere, practically worthless. Are we trying to find a way out? That would actually make sense. And it would back up the whole, like, Asgore's been investigating other ways of getting to the surface. It's as shrimple as that. Oh my god, that's terrible, Blaze. Well done. We're actually mining for minerals like this one in front of me. Okay, never mind. They're used for building materials around the underground, you see. They're also very delicious. You saw nothing. I'm famished. You eat the rocks. Do shrimps eat rocks? I feel like the answer to that is probably no. Oh, look at that. It's my bucket. Hello, my bucket. I'm going to put my safety jacket in the bucket. Alright, this says, to the mountaintop. Cool shades recommended. I don't have any cool shades, but I'm going to do my best. Alright, are you ready, folks? Are you ready to ascend to the top of the mountain? Get your cool shades ready, folks. Oh, wait, it's dark up here. What's the music doing? I didn't have to talk to him. I approached him and he initiated conversation. So something big's going on here. Howdy! How are there mountains down here? Gee, would you look at that? I can almost see the king's castle from here. Asgore. Monsters shower him with praise, but it's totally overblown. See, he's what they call a boss monster. Means he has special traits, more powers than others. When you take him down, his soul will stay intact, but only for a moment before, boom, you win. I've heard the guy's immortal too, can't age a second. At least, not anymore. That's right, because they age while they have children, right? Wild, huh? Boss monsters know how to cling to life, that's for sure. Hey, don't let all that info scare you. Immortal doesn't mean invincible. And still, a human soul is more powerful than a boss monster soul. Asgore may seem intimidating, but it's all show. Deep down, he's afraid of you. A true pushover. Anyway, just thought I'd prepare my pal for what's to come. Gee, what a view. Even though we aren't very close to the castle, it feels like we've accomplished so much as a team. Wasn't that long ago that I was teaching you how to dodge attacks. A lot can happen in a short time. As nice as this is, we do have places to be. Let's keep a move on, Clover. Okay. Oh. What? A classic rock dropper? 9,000. Technology is amazing. No, why? Why? What? A piece of paper is stapled to the machine. Oh, good. I'm glad that they reward you for looking at all three of them. Built to order by Hotland Mechanics. Signature of ownership, North Star. I wonder who North Star is. I'm sure that won't possibly come up. I guess it's meant to be a puzzle. God. I'm glad that they reward you for looking at things too much, because that is what Toby Fox did. Ooh. Oh, that's glowy. What is that? Oh yeah, you can see, even though there's a twinkles, you can see there's stalactites. So just in case you weren't sure, we are still in the cave. That sounded ominous. ... Is this what I think it is? Is this character what I think they are? Bailador. Wait. Doesn't that mean something about a... Isn't that about dancing? I have to share this with my roommate. I don't know what she'll think of it. The roommate's from Mexico. Oh my god. Yes! However, I will tell her that the like few extra words of Spanish I learned from her have actually paid off. Oh my god. Bailador. Have tasked myself with confrontation. Yes. Dancer and fighter. Yeah. Okay, so it's like whatever construction goes into Matador. I will ask my roommate if this is a fun wordplay. This is like the... Looks like a luchador, but a dancer. I'm very proud of myself. I'm also really excited because then the music is really fitting. Oh, does it just mean the dancer? I'll ask. I'll ask my roommate. That's her first language. She will be like, oh my god, what are they doing? But she'll be amused. Alright. The air is much too quiet, much too dreary. You make no noise when you move. You lack rhythm, feeling, fervor. If I did not know any better, I might have mistaken you for a sentinel of silence. No, no, this will not do. You must prove to me that you have what it takes. Oh my god. Oh my god, adorable. Is that a bird mask? Is that a mohawk hairdo? What it takes to live a life of richness. I challenge you to dance. I saw that coming because I know a word in another language. That's so exciting. I am unreasonably excited about this. Oh my god, are we playing DDR? Please tell me we're playing DDR. To truly find oneself, one must ignite a passion within. Let us duel. Oh my god. I want to see your spirit of fire. 1 and 2 and... It's time to dance. Oh man, listen to those mariachi trumpets. I'm so excited right now. I thought they were gonna do Texas, but they're doing Mexico instead, and that's better. Oh my god, the music is so good. Okay, it's time to dance. Let's check him. And the definition of passion! Ah, that was much too simple. Let us try this. Oh, am I supposed to hit the A button? Ah, an orchestra hits even better. You feel the rhythm in your soul. Okay, we're gonna twirl. Now I understand how the gameplay is played. You clumsily spin around. Oh, Bailador appreciates the effort. Bailador. Oh my god. The sounds of 1,000 trumpets echo around you. Smile. You begin to enjoy yourself and let out a grin. Bailador smiles back. The passion, it grows! Oh my god. Got it. That's a really great bass line here. Flexes his huge muscles, oh my god. I'll have the cold pop, I guess. I'll have the coffee? You brave the hot honeydew coffee. You can feel your taste buds burning off. Your HP was maxed out. Haha, yes! This is what I live for! Chill out, Lauren. Strike's motivating pose. Stare. Stop dancing and look at him. This upsets him. Oh. A life without dance is empty, I say. Throw sand in the air like confetti. Gonna twirl again. Clumsily spin around. Bailador. Others say that dance can also take life away. I do not see what they mean. I think I'm gonna die to this guy. Flexes his huge muscles. A world of solitude and silence? That is not for me. The underground is much too depressing, you see. Smells like disco. Smile. Begin to enjoy yourself and let out a grin. We are trapped within a barrier with no hope for freedom. A sad, sad situation. But it is not sad for me. I did heal. I don't want to use all of my healing items. Do you have good rhythm? Because it kind of seems like you need it. Retry. Oh, this is where the auto rhythm comes from. Okay. I want to see your spirit of fire. Let's start dancing. Okay. Smile. Heating up. You begin, yeah, okay. Okay, so it looks like you have to survive for a certain amount of time. It's good to know you return to center automatically. That's good. Okay. Aha! Yes! This, okay, he's... I think this is a survival thing. So I actually have a pretty good sense of rhythm. Not great as a musician goes, like... Come on, buddy. Surely you can dance better than that. All right. Time 3. See how this goes. I'm gonna try using the D-pad. That might be a bit faster. I've been using the stick, but I think that takes too long. Sorry folks, I'm not going to be paying as much attention to chat here because I'm trying to get into the zone here. Yeah, the controls don't quite work as smoothly as I think they should. Glides around the dance floor with ease. Okay, we're getting there. We are trapped within. Okay. It's speeding up. Make do with what we have. Find time for activities that make us happy. I am outgoing because happiness is not a quiet virtue. I often encourage monsters in hopes that it is contagious. Even if monster kind is cursed to this grim state, we must stick it out to the end, all the way up to the finale. Dot dot dot. Which rhythm game is this based on? But Guitar Hero has a controller designed specifically so that you press a button to indicate which thing you're on. That is a fundamental and essential part of how Guitar Hero functions. What makes Guitar Hero work is that you can immediately register which button you're on. And then you just do a thing to indicate that that button is being pressed. That's all. The fact that you have to manually move back and forth between the buttons is idiotic. It's so bad. It really makes me wonder, because I have played Guitar Hero. I have played Rock Band. I prefer Rock Band and singing because I like to sing, but I have put a lot of time into Guitar Hero. Because it looks like Guitar Hero, but it doesn't function like Guitar Hero. Like, I hope it's clear that I understand rhythm. I mean, granted, this is just a metronomic part. Yes, sometimes it feels like the notes line up with the music, but sometimes they don't. The fact that it speeds up, it simultaneously speeds up and gets much more complicated rhythmically. He's fine, he's entertaining, but this is why so many games have mini-games that are the least popular. This is why so many games have infamous mini-games. Because if you don't know how to create a game in a separate genre or of a separate kind, you're going to make bad decisions because you haven't learned how to do it right. Like, the random stealth or escort sections in games, like, so an example that I like to give is if your entire game is hinged around an escort mission, like take Ico, the game Ico. It is designed fundamentally from the bottom up to be a game in which you escort someone. And it's very stressful, but I managed to beat that game with the exception of like one small section I had a friend play through for me. I beat that game before I was able to beat video games regularly, like before I built many skills. Like back in like, I don't know if that was like late high school, early college or something like that. But usually the escort mission is far and above the least popular part of the game, because if you haven't built your entire game around escorting people, then there's going to be things that your gameplay doesn't have, that it needs to. There's going to be ways in which the natural way that the game... Okay, trying to hold the controller differently did not help. Like, am I not supposed to be playing this with a controller? I don't even know why I took damage there. I think that was worse than the stealth section in Ghost Trick. I think this takes the cake for being one of the worst gameplay things I've played in a very long time. That was terrible. I'm sorry. That was unforgivably bad. This is why you should have a playtester play through the section of the game who has not played it before. What crucial thing was I missing? Because I was just playing the game. Yeah, I was pressing back and forth between, but I have to physically move my thumb between the two. So the delay was that I was moving my thumb between the left and the right. Which takes time, as you can see. Maybe I have a particularly small thumb, but I actually, like, I was not like, I was going right back and forth between the two, and you have to go between. So, like, that's the thing, is it's not... In the case of, I'm sorry, this was so bad that I'm not going to be able to judge this game fairly. Like, I have to stop playing for a little while, because otherwise we're going to have a really bad time, because the idea of me playing an Undertale game while I'm angry at the design decisions that they've made would really be a shame. So I'm going to take a moment before we even continue with this, because I want to like this NPC and find this interesting, and I cannot get over how terrible that was. Like, I assume because they sped up and complicated the rhythms, and it's already a really unfriendly way of doing things. Now, I will get to a save point as soon as I can get to a save point, but I need to not progress with this cutscene, because otherwise it's going to be a bad experience. Like, I don't want to be sitting here thinking, F this game, F this game. This is so badly done. Why did they do this? Why didn't anybody test this? Like, they spent 7 years on this game. Surely they had playtesters. Surely they had playtesters who had never played the game before, playing it for the first time to help them calibrate. I mean, I assume what happened is the reason why they have the auto rhythm, because I assume that the auto rhythm takes out the timing issue So all you have to do is move to the right direction, but you no longer have to actually pull it from side to side in the right rhythm. Like maybe they make it metronomic, maybe it simplifies it somewhat, maybe it snaps, maybe it makes it more forgiving if you're hitting in the right direction. I don't know. But I assume that they put that in there because somebody couldn't pass it. And rather than being like, maybe something was done badly with this design decision, they were like, the problem must be you, playtester. Like, I was frustrated trying to play through the combat of this game because I expected that this game would feel like playing Undertale, and I was like, I've gotten better. I'm not saying they had to scrap it, but they could have made a number of design decisions that would have made it much less hard. For one thing, just don't have it speed up. If they just didn't speed it up, that would have made a difference. But yeah, no. So the combat, I felt like I was having a harder time than I expected because I was having a hard time parsing it and moving around, and I was like, I feel as lost and confused almost as I did in my impression starting Undertale. And I expected to be like, oh, I know how to play a game like this, instead of being like, I don't know how to play a game like this. Like when I started playing Undertale, I had a really hard time because I've literally never played a bullet hell. I've still never played a bullet hell. I've only ever played Undertale and Deltarune. But I was frustrated with the fact that it felt like having played hours of Toby Fox's games had meant nothing. I felt very confused. Understanding that they are like, did you play through Undertale and you want a challenge that builds and goes beyond, that assumes that you are at the skill level you were at when you beat Undertale? Perhaps you've even played the harder route in Undertale. And so we don't want to make it too easy for you unless you choose easy mode. So we'll make it harder. And so I was like, okay, that's not the decision that I would make. I might give people the option to turn it to hard mode if they want that. But that's fine. Like, there's no shame in choosing easy mode. And that's a decision that they made. So I kind of made my peace with that. But because this does feel a lot harder than Undertale. This feels like they were like, the problem is the players. And you can assume, fine, you can assume that your players have played all the way through Undertale. You can assume that a significant number of your players will want that higher level of challenge that you're adding, and that anybody else, if you give them easy mode but the same gameplay style, they've already gotten through an entire game that's like that. You can assume that they can get through easy mode of that. That's fine. That's a reasonable assumption to make. You cannot assume that the people who are playing these games have any experience with rhythm games. You cannot assume that they have advanced, sophisticated, I am a rhythm game lover person level of skills. And so you should not construct a section of your game where the default option of that gameplay requires you to have expert levels of skill in an entirely unrelated form of game. That's absurd. That is a poor thought. That's the sort of thing that I would expect from somebody who is making their first game project, who is very young and doesn't have perspective. But it's the sort of thing that making more projects, making more games, and having more maturity and understanding of things, you eventually realize that unless you are making the game solely for you to play, you need to make it playable for your player, and you need to ask yourself, who is my player? If we had a number of times that we fought this guy, and we fought him, and each section of the battle that we had this time, like the first couple of rounds we did that a whole bunch, and then the second time we fight him, we do like a couple slightly harder, and then we fight him again. And basically, if the game itself teaches us skills, then they can do something more challenging with a secondary gameplay mechanic, and it might be okay. Although I think this one was badly designed, poorly responsive, poorly timed with the rhythm of the game, and again, it takes time to go back and forth. The thing is, Guitar Hero, you press a button. All you have to do is press a button. You just press a button. And you've also spent the entire time playing Guitar Hero, practicing those skills. But you press a button, and you move a thing. This is instantaneous. Nothing has to move. Nothing has to get there. It's instantaneous. So the problem there is processing with your brain, which finger do I want to move? Which finger do I put down? What's the rhythm of that? But it works. But also, I can do that pretty decently because I've played a lot of Guitar Hero. Somebody who has never played Guitar Hero doesn't have the skills that I have there. If the game requires you to play it, okay. So I've played a fair amount of Guitar Hero. I have played so much DDR and Stepmania, like so much. I mean, I've lost all of my endurance and ability. I am as good as you can get. Or at my peak, I was as good as you can get prior to doing the max level difficulties, like max 300, etc. If you know DDR, you know what that means. I was really good at it. When you download Stepmania step packs, some of them are designed for your fingers, not your feet. And they indicate that because that's very different. Because what is physically capable in those two different circumstances is not the same. If you are playing it like this versus you're jumping, you just cannot do the same things. Physically, it is impossible. If this section of the game requires you to switch to keyboard, it needs to make that not optional. It needs to make that required. If it only functions on keyboard, you cannot play it on a controller. If it is designed with a controller in mind, it needs to be as playable on a controller as it is on keyboard. You need to have tested on both. Like, I have a lot of experience with rhythm games, and I don't think I'm awful at playing action games anymore. I have been telling people for years that I'm a bad gamer, but having played Dark Souls and beaten Hades, not on God mode, but on normal mode, I'm pretty good. Like, okay, check it out, folks, because this may never happen again. I actually think at this point in time, I'm pretty good at video games. I'm not great. I'm never gonna be like the winner of things, but I think I'm actually pretty decent. There is no reason why an Undertale-like game should have a rhythm game that is so advanced or so specific that a person who is far above average at rhythm games, not great, I am not the best DDR player, I am far from the best Guitar Hero player, but I'm pretty damn okay at them, and who is not bad at action games, struggles with the basic mechanics of an essential part of your game. Like, having a DDR like is a fine idea. Having a Guitar Hero like is a fine idea. The way that they did this, yes, Night in the Woods had something similar to this. Like, and it worked much better because, again, Night in the Woods wasn't a game that required you to have rhythm game mechanics. Like, you're not expected. Night in the Woods is like, you might not have played Guitar Hero, and if you haven't played Guitar Hero, you're gonna be like, oh, what? And it's fine. But if you've played Guitar Hero, or you can kind of pick it up, it's not too hard. This was really badly calibrated. Also, Night in the Woods didn't let you fail out. That's true. No. I think you get a reward for winning, but there is no fail state for failing, if I remember correctly. So, who here watched me play Wander Song? Do you remember Wander Song, folks? I loved 98% of Wander Song. Really well written, really charming, really entertaining, gave you some fun choices of what you want to do and how you want to explore things. It's a great game. So my roommate is a person who plays video games and loves them. She started playing Wandersong and fell in love with it. And then she got stuck. And she's never picked it up. And I asked her which spot was it. So the thing is, Wandersong is a walk around and talk to people game with platforming sections. But it's not made by people who know how to make platformers. So the platforming is outrageously difficult in places, or very, very easy to mess up. And if I'm playing Celeste, and there's a really hard section in Celeste, I'm kind of okay with that, because that's the genre we're playing and that's what I've signed up for, and it's a game that's known for being hard. Wandersong is supposed to be a game you can mostly walk through the game. It wasn't intentional to have this outrageously difficult platforming section, or 2 or 3, but it's just that it was people who don't know how to make a platformer were like, platformers, that's simple, how hard can it be to make a platformer? And so they made a platformer badly, which is fine. Baby's first platformer is probably going to be pretty bad, but that was what got shipped because everything else in the game was great. Likewise in this, like, this is, I mean, if this is their first game, I think rhythm games in particular are very difficult. Like, okay, so Toby Fox put a rhythm game section in Undertale. He put the defense mode from Guitar Man as the battle with Undyne. And I had an easier time fighting Undyne than, like, any other character in the entire game. Like, far and above Undyne, I was like, oh, I got this. Because I've played a lot of Guitar Man. But other people took longer because they didn't have that baseline experience, but they were largely still able to beat her. As my understanding, people actually were able to get through that part of the game. Like, I'm sure there were people who were like, this is just a deal breaker and I can't do it. But, and I guess if it gives you a chance to learn the mechanics too, you can do that. Yeah, like I can understand how that would be. I'm sure that was a deal breaker or a brick wall basically for some people. But largely people were able to get through that probably because Toby Fox is very intentional and thoughtful about when he's going to borrow something from an existing game. He thinks about why and how and really breaks it down. And also I'm sure he play tested the hell out of it. Which is what you gotta do, especially if you're changing game mechanics. I feel better now. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to just rant, and this is a fan game. It is made with love. It is remarkable that it is as good and solid and playable and well made enough in so many other aspects that you can forget it's a fan game. Like, really the only things that make me remember that it's a fan game are that the music loops badly. Like, they haven't figured out how to loop songs reliably yet. But that's all right. That's fine. But just because I know that there are folks out there who are aspiring or amateur game developers, don't do this. Be ambitious all you want, but be aware that, the phrase "kill your darlings" exists for a reason. I hate Ernest Hemingway, but it's a good point. Even if you love a thing, that doesn't mean that it's good. Even if you put a lot of time and effort into it, that doesn't mean it should stay. So it may be that you have this great idea and you sink a lot of time and you're so excited about it and you cannot make it good. And in that case, you cut it and you like make a little showcase of it later to show people what was cut. Or you have to make changes to it that maybe sacrifice your vision somewhat, but is a compromise that's functional. Again, if they sped it up and made it more complicated, like 30 seconds after introducing it to you. Why? Just do the same thing. It's already hard enough for most people. Even your controls are bad, but your controls being bad would be less of a problem if you hadn't also made it a complicated rhythm and also made it faster. Like, it speeding up could be funny, but it's not playable. And the funniness ceases to be effective if your player is getting frustrated. So to ask yourself, what is more important to me as a creator? The purity of my original vision or players being able to play my game. And you're welcome to make the decision that you would rather not compromise your vision, and there are creators who make that choice. But you do have to consider that is a trade-off sometimes. Anyway, that has been my rant. I'm sorry. I have really enjoyed a lot about this game, and I wanted to be able to enjoy it the rest of the way. And so talking about this, I hope this comes across as constructive criticism, because again, this is a fan game made with love. You know, it's absolutely, like, I'm sure some of the people working on this have made games before, and some of them probably haven't, and maybe most of them haven't shipped a game. You know, this is an incredible work of art, and I don't mean to downplay the accomplishment of making the game or the many ways in which it's absolutely stellar. But this is very frustrating. And it should have been caught and changed. And I rest my case. That's what I've got to say. But I feel better, and I feel like I can come back and we can finish this scene. Because this guy is funny. He's funny, he's charming, he's lovable, he's relatable. He's supposed to make us think of Metaton, the other performer character who we all have a lot of love for. But he's his own self. Like, all of this is good. I want to be able to focus on that. And like, if you watched me play Twilight Princess, you saw how bad I am at mounted combat, and there were story sections that should have been cool and cinematic, but instead I got stuck for 30 minutes trying to do the same thing over and over again because I couldn't do that. I'm willing to accept that the problem there is that I am just terrible at mounted combat in games, and that I'm the problem there. I don't think I'm the problem here. But in that case, it was frustrating because I was really in the moment, and then I just got frustrated with the gameplay. In this case, I was really enjoying the character. I was really excited about the music. I was like, this is so cool. And that's not what I'm walking away from this fight with, and that sucks. Because this character and the writing and character development in this game deserve better. So that's why I had to set myself aside before I went through the rest of the story. So now we're going to wrap up this scene and then save. So he goes, huff, huff. You have proven your passion, little one. I apologize if the dance was strenuous on your health. Sometimes having fun means a few doctor's visits. However, it seems that you do not love dance as much as I. Perhaps you find happiness through other means. I have never considered that for quiet monsters such as you. Ah, well, I at least hope your day has been brightened. And the thing is, it should have been. The writing was so charming, and the music was so charming. The idea behind it was charming. I wish you a fulfilling journey. Farewell. And like, the animation is just so detailed and delightful. Should I heal? Or should I go forward and be able to save soon? Because I don't want to waste my healing items. I can go forward. Okay. It's such a cool design. Ah, look at that. There's a bag. Pick up the dimensional satchel. Oh my god, is this gonna address my this is gonna make me able to carry more stuff? Yes. You got the dimensional satchel. Oh my god. Bag. Amazing. Okay, that's really great. That's really great. Okay, so I can continue from here and it's all right? Yeah, a portable box, also known as my bucket. Bucket you can take with you. Okay, we're gonna keep going. The infinity bag. See, like, that's a really nice example of, like, we know how annoying inventory management is, and we're gonna make your life easier. And the music is like, Lauren, you need to feel better. Oh my god. Looks like we might have a dragon half over there, and I'm excited. It's okay, Undertale Yellow, I forgive you. Man. Disco Elysium has trained me badly. I'm like I'm gonna post this on YouTube and immediately have a bunch of folks start yelling at me about how I'm the problem with that section and how dare I blame it on game design. It is totally fine if you loved that section and didn't have any difficulty with it. But it sounds like enough people had problems with it that it really does stand criticism. All right, Flowdy. Flowdy? Did I just call him Flowdy? I called him Flowdy. Oh my god. Oh my god, Flowdy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, friend, but that's your name from now on. Flowdy Hartner. Alright, sorry. That's really funny. No, that's fair, serious. It seemed like it should have been DDR and then it was Guitar Hero. Maybe DDR is too old. Is DDR too old? Do the kids these days not know DDR? I really want to be able to stream it, but I live on the 12th floor. It would be so good for my health. Okay, good. I'm relieved. I love DDR so much. I couldn't get the max games, like the max levels to work, so I started trying to double and AAA everything. AAA-ing is much harder than AA-ing. Well, it's mostly just like Toby Fox's influences. Some of them have continued in the public eye. I wasn't sure if DDR had. That's kind of what I'm asking about here. All right, howdy, Flowdy. Looks like we're back on solid ground. That mine sure was a detour. What a bunch of slackers. Anyway, let's keep up the pace, buddy. You don't want me to keep up this pace. Yeah, no, well, I was really surprised by Toby Fox's influences given how much younger than me he is. But I'm delighted. I always assumed Friday Night Funkin' had something to do with Five Nights at Freddy's because it's got the same acronym. I'm old. So the youngest member of my band is, I think, 10 years younger than the rest of us. And so I was expecting, when I asked him what his favorite game was when he was joining the band, I was expecting him to say something more modern, but he was like, Majora's Mask. I was like, oh, nice, okay. So it's nice. I know that kids these days can play the classics, but no, this is a really good game. It really is. It's well done. It's made with love. It is a fan game, and we cannot hold fan works to the same standards that we can something made by experienced professionals. Like Toby Fox, by the time he made Undertale, had made a number of other projects and had worked among a crew of people who also made a lot of stuff and would have provided him with a lot of feedback that would have given him a lot of experience and knowledge. Yeah, no, this is easily the most ambitious fan project that I think I've ever seen. It's outrageous. It's really, I mean, it took them many years, but it shows, like, there's so much in it, you know? Well, but I think it is important to remind people that even though Undertale looks like Toby Fox's first game, it wasn't his first project. You know, it didn't spring full formed from his brain the moment he decided he was going to sit down and make something. I think that's worth saying. So even though, yes, it was his first game, it was his first commercial product that he created from scratch himself, but he made a bunch of other things. God, this composer needs to be really proud of their work. That's amazing. This song is so good. I can't get enough of it. Like, I dare you to sit still. I sure can't. There's so many things that are very good with this game, and I suspect that that was the one part. And there may be a few other points where I'll get frustrated, but not like that. And I suspect that by the time I get to the end, I'm going to be really pleased with what they've done. So, good job to them. Oh, well, it's fine. All right, I need to stop singing this song and actually, you know, get on with my life. I'm glad. I think my brain worked okay today. I was doing all right. I had a little bit of hard time and was like, no, focus. This is a thing that is different between this and my Undertale playthrough, is that now when I'm getting overwhelmed by stuff, I can be like, wait, think about it, Lauren. What's going on? No, we can get through this. I can do this. My instinct is, I don't know what's going on. I can think, try again. There's a pattern. You can get better and you can do better, which is nice. I do have more skill with this kind of game than I used to. Satisfying. So thank you all for being here. Tuesday we're gonna try again. I didn't do music. Maybe I'll do. You know, I might be able to do music this Saturday. Do you guys want to do music this Saturday? My roommate's gonna be out of town, so I won't be annoying her in the afternoon. Let's do Saturday afternoon at like 2 p.m. How's that sound? Something like that? I'll let folks know about that. We'll do a concert. It'll be fun. We'll celebrate our 5,000 followers. Because that is a thing that happens. All right. Oh! Hi, bonus stage! Bonus stage, hi, friends! Oh my goodness. Okay, you should all follow Bonus Stage Van because they host a lot of concerts and listening parties and music events that if you like video game music at all, you owe it to yourself to follow that channel and support Josh and the incredible work that he does. And if you happen to live in various provinces in Canada, he puts on live shows. One of these days we're gonna make it out to the West Coast, man. Although you got something coming up in Winnipeg, don't you? Anyway, it's awesome and you should totally follow what he does. Hi, Epic Game Music, hi friends. Have you heard this song? Have you heard this song? This is like one of the best pieces of music I've encountered in a video game in a long time. I'm losing my mind. But yeah, for anybody who just joined the raid who doesn't know me, I was gonna shut down shortly, but I'm Lauren the Flute. I usually play video games, but I'm gonna play music on stream, I think, this Saturday to celebrate hitting my 5,000 subscribers last week. So if anybody is interested in hanging out and seeing some, I haven't played flute much in months because I'm still building my stamina up. So if you don't mind like some low stamina flute and singing, we'll see what we can do. It'll be great. Yes, right after VGM Con, which I will be at, and I'm not melting this year. Hi, Eric. Oh, hello. Hi, stranger. Yeah, these are some of my cool VGM friends. They're pretty cool folks. But yeah, I'm actually very close to shutting down. We got through the rhythm game section and I was very frustrated with their design decisions, but I forgive them and this music makes everything better. Thank you. Yeah, no, given that I haven't really done my I don't do the things you're supposed to do to grow your channel, so I'm pleased that people still stick around and watch what I do anyway. And we're gonna keep playing Ghost Trick on Tuesdays, this on Thursdays, and Saturday I'm gonna put it in my calendar this Saturday afternoon at like 2 or something. Watch the socials or Discord or just follow me here, and there will be music, and we'll play some Undertale. I've got to do Undertale music. See what else is going on. All right, I really should shut down though, but thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. I know I'm not the best at raiding. I always forget to do things, but I hope your listening party today went well. And wait, Epic Game Music, was it your listening party that was today? Oh no, did I miss that? Oh, I missed that. Snowboard Kids, right? Oh man. Okay, well I'm gonna have to go listen to some of that. Okay. All right, well everybody follow Epic Game Music if you're not already, for like sheer awesome factor. Okay, good. I will watch for that. Yay! Excellent. All right, well I'll look forward to it. Take care, everybody. I'll see you all later. Bye.